III Culinary Arts program in Lincoln. How are you? The holiday season is a great time of year to get lots of great yummy things in our belly, but it also can be a great time of year to spend some time in the kitchen to make some decorative edibles. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Santa bread. And it's really easy to do, it's really fun to make, whether with yourself, small children. It's great to give away as gifts. Everyone likes to have one of these around the holidays, kicking around the house. Another thing that's really popular around the holiday time that we're not going to do today is the gingerbread house. And if you look over here, we're well on our way of making gingerbread houses this year. But back to the Santa bread. Bread is really easy. You can use your own bread recipe. We're simply going to add a little instant yeast, some sugar, and a little bit of salt. And add about 2½ cups of hot water, about 110 degrees. We don't want to kill the yeast. You could use a bread machine to make your dough, but not to cook your bread. You could use your stand mixer. I like to get dirty and get my hands in the flour and really feel the dough. Kind of formed it into a ball. I'm going to turn it out onto the counter. I'm going to apply a little bench flour to my table to prevent some of that stickiness. Now we're going to turn, fold, and push. I'm going to bring up a little bit more flour. Keep that off to the side in case I need to incorporate a little bit of that in. Turn, folding, and pushing for about 3 minutes, or until it's elastic and smooth. So you need about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, until it becomes elastic and smooth. Very similar to this. That's what we're looking to do. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to apply a little bit of oil, cover it with some plastic wrap, and leave it right here on the counter. Our dough ball with plastic wrap to allow it to sit on the counter. And after about 40 minutes time, we have something that looks like this. And this is the dough that we're going to use to make our Santa heads. So come on over, let's go do that. Great. Okay. So here we are with our dough. We're going to use half of it to start. We may or may not use the other half. On your floured board here, your floured paper, I'm going to place the dough kind of right in the middle. I'm going to use a rolling pin to roll it out quite thin. Putting the flour down allows it not to stick. You may recognize it springing back a little bit. It means the dough's a little tired, but that's okay. We're not asking you to run a marathon, are we? We're making Santa heads. Okay, so what I've done is I've created this shape. I'm thinking the beard is here, where we're going to do the top of the hat up here. The top of the hat up here, we need to create what looks like the top of a Christmas hat. Just go ahead and easily bring it up to a nice point. I don't know an elf who doesn't have the pointy hat. No self-respecting elf would ever have a rounded hat. So here we go. We're just going to take this and we're going to turn it just a little bit to kind of give it that Santa tilt. Great. We're going to make the beard now. Using some of our existing dough, we're going to roll it out. You want a rather wide beard, so it can cover the entire bottom of Santa's face. And so it's kind of similar to the shape of the bottom. So here comes the tricky part. What we're going to do is we're going to start to make his whiskers. And so to do that, all you do is make some cuts down your dough. And carefully we're going to lift this up. Okay, look at that. We're going to place that beard right down here at the bottom of Santa's face. Just a little bit of adjusting. like to just take it a little bit and kind of tuck it up underneath. There, we're starting out looking nice. It's a rustic beard. When it bakes, it's going to flip up. It's going to look really nice. Now we're going to work on the mustache. It's going to go right here. Taking one of the pieces that I cut off earlier and flatten it out. Starting from the middle, again, we're going to make some nice long cuts on both sides, being sure to leave a little bit in the middle. Now that looks pretty nice. Again, if they were long, you can tuck them underneath around the edges. I think we're looking pretty good there. The next thing we're going to do is make the band on the hat. This time we're going to apply just a simple little beaten egg. A little beaten egg wash. Going to tuck that up underneath on both sides. Okay. Stretch that hat out just a little bit more. Of course, we need a nose. A little bit of egg wash to kind of seal it into place. It's very fun and easy to do. Okay. Continue with the face and making some eyebrows. Santa's got big bushy eyebrows, you know. So can we just brush with a little bit of that egg wash? I'm gonna maybe tuck that up underneath the brim a little bit. Right up underneath that brim just a little bit. Kind of give it a little character. Yes. We're almost finished. I'm gonna make some eyeballs. I'm gonna make some eyes for Santa here. Again, we're just gonna apply a little egg wash again. In goes the eyeball. Another one over here. Pretty big on that one. Come back out. Gonna apply a little egg wash to the eyes. And in go the eyeballs. Giving a little tug. Giving it a kind of a little push there. In here. A little bit of a push. Of course, he's not complete unless he has a little tuft at the end of his hat. So again, we'll just apply a little egg wash here. And I'm going to push him underneath to kind of seal it in there. Kind of nice little tuft or ball. That looks like a really nice raw Santa head. We're going to give the whole brush over here with just a simple egg wash. Down along the beard. All I'm going to do is just dust it a little bit of flour. This will come off a little bit later. But what I think it does, it adds a little rustic appeal, a little shading of white. Just gives it more character. And then we're going to bake it in the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes. So let's go on over and do that. Great. So, really important when making Santa heads or any baked product is to spin. I'm a big fan of the spin, so we're just gonna pull this out. That's looking really awesome right now. And I'm just gonna spin the pan, kind of spread the heat out a little bit. Maybe we'll cook the front half a little bit more. But this is looking to be a very nice Santa head. Someone's gonna make someone very happy. All right, here we are. Santa's arrived. I didn't hear any pitter-patter of feet on the roof. And so there's our Santa bread. We're going to go ahead and put it on a wire rack to let it cool. You can slice it and eat it, but I like to just leave it around for decoration. It'll last a couple of weeks. We're going to put it on a wire rack to allow it to cool. If you don't, the bottom may get soggy, and that's not what we want. And so what it looked like going in, it looks very similar to that coming out. It's dusted. It's a nice loaf of bread. That's the kind of work we do here at Region 3. Not only do we prepare food for meals, but we also like to add a little spirit, add a little passion, add a little drive, give you something fun to do, make you work really hard. So really appreciate you coming in today. Hope you have a happy holiday and a safe new year.